So tonight we've got an AMA with DogeDrinks. They've got some very unique earning potential for investors. Mark will tell us more about that on the project. So take it away, Mark.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me here. It's an honor, and I'm very excited about it. First and foremost, I am Mark. My name is Marcos. Just call me Mark because everyone speaks English here in crypto. So I am the chief sales officer of DogeDrinks. That means that I am in charge of not only the sales, but also I do a little bit of product design, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about myself, the style that we want to imprint into our ecosystem and into our token and our business is that we want to conduct it as professional as we can. While you will hear about me, you will know our background. It's very important for us that people that invest in us, they're getting all the information they need, and they are getting all the confidence in the team and the people that are creating this ecosystem, this token that it's called DogeDrinks. I'm gonna take it off and I'm gonna start speaking about every single team member and what is our vision and what we want to achieve and why is it interesting and why should anyone invest in a new token. You know, like there's so many tokens, the world doesn't need any more tokens or shit coins. So I think we got a very interesting point of view in what we're trying to do. We're all from the corporate spectrum of things. As you can see, I'm a cowboy, not by choice. I was born into a family that does massive agriculture in Mexico. Yep. Okay. So I can hear a little bit of a back noise. Okay, thank you. My career started in agriculture and in the spirits industry before I even know it. I was born in a family that does several things, including tequila, mezcal, and beer. Therefore, since I was around 20, I graduated from the university when I was 21. I did a bachelor's degree in philosophy and history, and then I went up to go heavy into international commerce and logistics. So since I finished my studies, and before even that, I was working with the family business in getting our products everywhere, transiting not only from the agricultural part into the conceptual part of creating a brand and then exporting a brand. So I'm 34 years old. I've been working for more than a decade full on in the spirits industry and the drinks industry. My biggest achievements, if anybody wants to know, I have transitioned some of our family and friends agricultural business in the agave into the biggest conglomerate of organic agave growers in the world. I'm gonna share a lot of documents in this group for you guys to read them. I'm gonna share organic certificates. I'm gonna share even invoices. Obviously, I'm erasing a little bit of sensitive parts to not get in legal issues, but we are very, very big suppliers to some of the world's biggest conglomerates in the drinks industry, including Diageo, Pernod Ricard, and many other big corporations. So I've been around. I've sent products around the world. I have products that I've sent into the US, into Canada. I've worked with Kroger's. I worked with Albertson. I have worked with Walmart. I have worked with Costco in a couple of projects, including Whole Foods also. I have sent products to Australia. I have sent products to even places as remote as Lebanon. Most of the countries in Europe have our products. So this is my personal experience. I am very not only capable in the logistics and production and brand making aspects of the spirits industry, but I have a very precise point of view of how agriculture and how the spirits industry should go for the future. I believe that it should go ecological. I think that this is one of the big errors of the major corporations, that they are not changing at the speed that the world needs into correct ways of procuring their materials. They are factually destroying the planet every day as we speak to get their products. So what's hot right now in the drinks industry and the scope in the drinks industry right now is everything organic, biodynamic. Actually, you're seeing my hotel room because I'm doing a trip overseas to a very important biodynamic conference that's going to take place in Europe. I leave tomorrow. So I'm a public speaker in the space. My opinion is important because we are very large growers of biodynamic, especially agave and for mezcal and tequila. So, I mean, for me, it's very important that if, because we're not developers, we're not guys in crypto like doing shit just for doing shit. For us, this is our life. We are very good at this, and we have a ton of experience in the sector, life experience, and a very unique perspective of the industry. And we think that we can create things that can lead the future of this drinks industry because of our expertise and our point of view. I might look young, but I work with people that are the best in the world. If you go to our website, you will see, for example, Alberto Ramirez. Alberto Ramirez has worked for Hershey's, has worked for Diageo, has worked for major Italian brand. I forgot the name, but they're like the biggest Italian spirits brand. They're a corporate, and he has worked in many companies that are public in the New York Stock Exchange. He's made around 400 formulas for all these multinational companies. I mean, as you can see, we're all doxed. We're here just for this project and the opportunity that it presents us to potentially change the soft drinks industry. For everybody that doesn't know, the soft drinks industry, it's a $1 trillion a year revenue industry. That includes juices, teas, infusions, things like kombucha, or even Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, the heavily sugared sodas, bottled water. All of this is $1 trillion a year in sales. The United States alone sells around 62 billion cases of product a year. So what we're trying to do is tap into this opportunity of industry that it's in changing. There's a generational change in the industry in which the old consumer and the new consumer, the old consumer is going out, the new consumer is going in. And it's very interesting because the guys that are coming into the industry, into the consumption of this industry, they're all they have a little what we call like mega trends. They're following like organic, biodynamic, or at least that it's healthy or plant-based or vegan, or that it's not heavily sugar. Some of our this generation, they live in a very fast pace, but they want to be healthy. So I think that there's a huge window of opportunity if there's people that know what the hell they're doing to tap into that market and actually make big noise, because the big corporations, they take years to make a decision. In my experience, I'm going to share you some invoices. We sell hundreds of millions to these corporations in raw material, and because they cannot do it themselves in the organic spectrum. So they want to change, but they don't know how to do it. It's not that you just throw a bag of money and you do it. You need to have expertise. You need to have land awareness. You need to have knowledge. You have to have vision, education, and a great team around it. And they have money and they have good brains, but their brains are all in what's making money now, not what is going to make money in the future. So we decided that a very interesting thing to do for us to actually fight them in their own term, because we don't have the gunpowder. I mean, we have done really well ourselves. Martin, my business partner that you see, he's also in the website. I mean, he's worked for them in creative campaigns. He's done campaigns for Red Bull. I will also show some images here. He's worked for Asti Martini. He's worked for Chivas, worldwide brands, and he's making creative campaigns for them to engage with the millennials, because they are guys that are making board decisions somewhere in an office in New York or Paris, but they don't know the place, and they don't know how to tap into these mega trends yet. They're trying. So we think that a very flexible place to actually get this great team that we're putting together and people that can fund it and actually go potentially huge, it's in crypto, because crypto is fast. Crypto is a place where you can actually get together a bunch of people from around the world into one mission or one idea and push change. So this company is all about change and all about taking a huge chunk of their market. If we can take 1000% of the market share in the next 5 years, I mean, that's already $1 billion, you know. So I think that that's very interesting. Why it's important, what we're trying to do. We have a huge pandemic going on, and I'm not even talking about coronavirus. I'm talking about obesity. I'm talking about heart disease. I'm talking about um, diabetes. I mean, everyone that is dying from coronavirus, or maybe like 90% of all the people dying from coronavirus, they have one of these preconditions. So why not make the everyday go-to drink healthy and delicious? So we have put together this team to idealize and to put together these perfect formulas, perfect drinks with the perfect branding in a cultural hub that it's happening, that's very interesting, that it's crypto, it's creating its own culture. We I don't think there's many people around the world right now that they don't know what Doge is, or or Bitcoin or crypto. So I think that we're putting together all these pillars that can create like a potential huge mega brand of the future, but built in DeFi. And that's what got me of DeFi. I mean, I'm not a shitcoiner that just goes aping. I mean, I've done it in the past, but it's not my thing. And I believe that the actual power of crypto is these things, like connecting experts and people with vision to potential investors around the world without having to be in the stock exchange or filing for a security or doing like all these things that they get people like you guys. It makes really difficult to fund the next mega thing. And I think that there's a lot of countries doing the right decision and they're encouraging this, but there's other countries that feel, and the bankers that feel a little bit threatened. But I think that we are in the right time, in the right place, with the right project to actually do something potentially changing. I want to talk a little bit about the product right now. And if I'm going too fast and anybody wants to comment in between, I mean, I encourage that. But
yeah, I was just thinking, there's free revenue streams from sales, merchandise, and NFTs. If you could tell us more about that.
yeah, so
The
we're
investors,
putting together a portfolio of 4 drinks, and we will launch other drinks as we go seasonally. But we're putting 4 drinks that we call them functional drinks, and I think that this is the next big thing in drinks. So we live in a fast life, and we need things to be like around us, like go to the 7-Eleven and buy something that it makes me healthy, but it also takes my thirst away, and that it also connects with me as a brand. So we're putting out in the market in December. We're launching in Amazon Mexico, and then we're launching in Amazon USA, and then in Amazon Canada in a span of weeks. For Christmas, we're launching an initial 4-drink lineup that it's called Doge Sleep, Doge Relax, Doge Energy, and Doge Focus. And they are all plant-based. There's no sugars in them. We're using an ingredient that it's very proprietary from this area of America, that it's Mexico, North America, that it's an extract from a plant that it's called agave. So it's basically a form of sugar.
That's very good.
That it doesn't spike your insulin level. So actually it sweetens the drink, but a diabetic or an old guy with a heart condition, they can drink any amount of them and it wouldn't harm them. So it makes it taste like a delicious soft drink, but it's not bad for you. Yeah. So actually in the next few weeks, when I come back from my business trip, somebody went to the bathroom. So when I come back from my business trip, I'm gonna do a live video from the factory with the owner of the factory, of the biggest factory in the world of agave extract for the sweetening. This is something we do with our community. We are very professional people. We don't know how to do things the other way. So we show our community everything we're doing. We show them the paperwork, the filings for the intellectual property, the filings for the sanitary permits. We show them videos of the state-of-the-art factory that we have a contract with to produce up to 1 container a day of Doge drinks as we scale up and ramp up. So the business equation is extremely simple. we have a real world Mexican corporation that we created for this. And it's called Community Biodynamic Community of Biohacking Beverages. This is the legal name. So this company, it's an entity in the Mexican government paying taxes. So the owners of this company are the same guys you see in the website. And what are we doing is that we have a contract between the company and ourselves that it says that as owners, we are binded that all the profit making of this company after taxes is going to be used to buy tokens forever. So if every quarter we will come back and talk to the share, I mean to the guys that are investing in the token, and we're telling them, hey, the company did, we have projections that we can share, but we want to do around $1 million in revenue by the beginning of 2022, the second quarter of 2022, we should be doing it. And we will divide that and we will use it in a way that we will buy tokens. So it will scale always the value of the token because real money is being imprinted in the token. It's being put into it. And we will use these tokens to create farms. So if you want to sell your tokens, but I don't know why you want to do that, but if you want to sell your tokens, you're getting an increase of price permanently. And if you just want to hold them because you say, okay, this can be the next Red Bull or the next Coca-Cola or whatever, I'm going to hold to them. We're going to do like super attractive staking farming pools for people just to earn more money from these tokens that we're going to do in PancakeSwap or in exchanges. So, I mean, we're taking this like a formal company. We are acting with our investors as a formal company, as we already do in real life. I had in my computer all the documents. I'm gonna put them in the group before I leave. The invoices that I do with my own personal family companies with Diageo. Diageo is New York public company in the New York Stock Exchange. They do $4 billion a year. And for me, the most important thing in crypto is that more capable people, real people that actually do something for the world, do fucking tokens. Why would we be putting money in people that are doing shit? So as an investor, if a guy comes and says, hey, I'm exporting to 45 countries and I'm one of the leaders in the North American organic movement, and I'm going to do the organic soda company, I mean, that's good. Or in any other thing that they might come like this, I would invest. But I think that the approach that we're taking is like you talking directly to investors and telling them, look, these are our credentials, these are our vision, this is the values that we believe in. We believe that the world is extremely gonna go to very tough era or times in which the planet is losing fertility. We've lost around 60% fertility of the land in the last 50 years. So I think that we will be the future. The guy that comes and said, hey, I have for example, one of our ingredients is coffee and arnica. And I tell you guys, we have 1 million square meters of coffee and arnica that it's organic certified with a community in Oaxaca. And we have a contract with them, or we're doing it ourselves proprietarily. Like the companies that actually have this massive availability of resources that are regenerative, organic, or biodynamic are gonna lead the pack in the next 20 years. So this is a project to make money as you would if you could invest $1 million in the New York Stock Exchange, in Hershey's or in Diageo or Danone, but we're doing it in DeFi. So right now we have partnered with one token. We started doing marketing 48 hours ago. We launched the token and then we did nothing for 2 weeks because we were getting the paperwork as we normally do. We don't do anything until we have the intellectual property and the solicitudes or inquiries into the government into getting permits and stuff. So we basically start telling our guys, we were quiet because we were getting these documents. Now we got these documents. We started marketing 48 hours ago, and we did a partnership with 5150 that are an Ethereum-based token that are doing partnerships with museums and physical NFTs. So they are doing a set of cans that we will have before launch in Amazon in December, in Christmas. And only with our tokens or their tokens, you will be able to buy the drinkable NFTs. So our idea of token of company is to go and innovate, always innovate and partner with people that are doing innovative things like these guys. the first day that we started doing marketing, we were featuring Yahoo Finance, Invest.com. We're gonna be in Coinbase. We're gonna do a podcast and in a very big publication of USA. So this is the way we're gonna conduct our image and our communication and our marketing. Our marketing is gonna be like completely blue collar. We're gonna go to big investors and tell them, guys, there's like this company that has these people that want to be the next Coca-Cola Corporation. So we will attend every conference in the world, podcast, major news outlet, and tell them this story, because we have all the parts that make it super legitimate. And I think that in a world of shit coins, of 9,000 shit coins, the 100, 200, 300 projects that are actually like have a company, they're set up, they have a team, they're building, they're showing paper, everything. I think that these are the ones that are going to be alive for the next 10 years, and that they will have the manpower, gunpowder, and story and a structure to fight any possible thing that comes in the future with the governments. I mean, we're very well connected. We're doing things by the book. So we have advisors in McKinsey. I mean, we're doing it everything in a corporate way, just that we love DeFi, and we want a guy in Nigeria or in Morocco with $10 to own the next Coca-Cola, corporation. So and support changing the world, support health. I mean, I cannot stress enough, if you guys don't believe that the next consumers are gonna start to question if they're getting fucked by the corporations, because when they drink a Coca-Cola, they're getting 12 tablespoons of refined sugar. I mean, maybe you guys don't do it now, but your kids are gonna be like, fuck you. Like, I'm not dying for you for $2. So I think we have the team, the infrastructure, the story, and the knowledge to actually lead the pack. And the fact that we can do it in DeFi and use something as culturally relevant as our image and our branding, I think it's a winning formula. And I think that I have said everything that I wanted to say, guys.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you launched on the 7th of September. The
Yeah.
BS scan. How was that launch? Was it like a fair sale or a pre-sale?
We did it in a pre-sale in DXLs. We didn't do any marketing or anything. It was just that we announced we were gonna do a pre-launch of a drinks token in DXLs. We launched. We reached the hard cap. The tokens are locked in DXLs as liquidity, and we were purposely very quiet for the next days until like 48 hours ago, because we were waiting for the approval for the INPI, Mexican Intellectual Property, to send it to other countries too. And most of the pre-sellers sold. I think like 90% of the pre-sellers sold, because they were expecting like, so they sold. And I think that's great, because when we started marketing, our first marketing tool was like 4 different spread in Yahoo Finance, telling the story, the background, and that we come from Red Bull, we come from Diageo, we come from this and that. And like we got like we did like a 5x the last 48 hours, and then it stabilized. We went like to 1,800,000 or 700, and now we're like in 1,100,000. But now we feel very comfortable to go out and talk in AMAs like this, and we're gonna go into Forbes, and we're, like I said, we're gonna go into podcasts and different things, and we will treat it as like a big thing,
Yeah. Yeah. So and the NFTs, you're going to be creating NFTs alongside the token. Yeah.
We will do NFTs. We will. We're partnered with these guys from 5150, which they're amazing. Go and check them out. I think that they do the most iconic and disruptive NFTs. They tell stories with their NFTs, and they do physical products. So we're partnering with them. So they're creating like 6 cases of DogeDrinks, which tell the story of everything that I'm talking about, our message, how we want to change the world, blah, 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 all these things. They're putting into the cans, and you're gonna be able to scan it, and the physical can and the case, it's your NFT, and also you're gonna have like a digital copy. So we will work with them to do more things, merchandising. We're gonna have a store, and we're gonna go into the NFTs for sure. We're gonna go a lot into exchanges because we want this company obviously to go mainstream, and we're gonna go a lot with like mainstream media. We're gonna go into television in North America, partnering with artists or sport people mostly. We're actually filming something right now with a professional athlete. I don't want to say more because the guys told me to not say anything, but we're gonna go more like this into a very, like nice, clean thing in the Binance Smart Chain.
Right. So whereabouts will the marketing for the drinks be? Will it be America and Mexico? Are you saying mainly?
We're gonna do very heavily into Mexico, USA, and Canada because these are the markets where we have tons of contacts. I can get it in 7-Eleven like this. Like all we have buyers everywhere. In Australia, we have buyers. In Singapore, we have buyers. We can get it in 7-Eleven in Singapore. The girl is my friend. Like we have a lot of people that can help us put the product out there in the mainstream. Like everywhere, reachable. And I think this is the first time that it will ever be done in the crypto sphere, to have like a mainstream product out there as cool as a freaking soda, a healthy soda, a plant-based soda, vegan soda, fair traded soda, organic. This is the first time that it will be done with this seriousness, with this team, everything professional. And I think this could be very big.
So where are you basing the manufacturing is going to be in Mexico?
Our factory, yes, our factory, it's very near Guadalajara. I explained in the other podcast I did yesterday that we chose Mexico not only because, I mean, most of the team is physically present in Mexico, but because Mexico has the infrastructure, the talent, and the bang for your buck, and the logistics. I can go to the Pacific Ocean in Manzanillo and be in China in 15 days and only pay $2,200 for a container. I can go by land and be in Texas or in California, in Texas in 2.5 days and in California in 4 days. I can be in the Midwest in Chicago in 7 days by truck and only paid like $2,800, $3,000, depending on your carrier and how good your connections are. So I think Mexico is the best way to produce massively and have an incredible logistics to all the world, not only USA or Canada. I mean, that's the obvious, but by ocean, we can go to Tampico or we can go to Manzanillo, and we can be everywhere in the world fast and cheap.
So how are the tariffs going into the USA and Canada? Are you okay with them?
The what?
On the tariffs?
There's no tariffs. Mexico also, we chose Mexico because Mexico is the country that has the most free trade agreements of the world as a country.
Okay.
We don't pay taxes with Canada and USA. We have free trade agreement that is called NAFTA. Now it changed the name, but we also have free trade agreement with Japan, with Europe. I actually most of the people manufacture in Mexico, even Tesla. Rodolfo, the guy that founded the team and put it together, he works for Plexus. He is the logistics manager in Plexus, and he's managing products for IWC, Hewlett Packard, Tesla, and they're all doing it here.
Cool. Yes, I can open it up to the team. Has anyone got any questions for Mark?
From your explanation from before, you are going to launch another 3 tokens, which represent 3 different drinks and company. When are you going to launch it, and are you going to be controlling all of these tokens, and the revenue generated by the sales are going to pump the tokens respectively?
No, there's only one token, and it's called DogeDrinks. So DogeDrinks is a company, and all the portfolio of the company forever will be owned by this token. If we do in the future a special edition drink for summer, or we do maybe a bottle of water in a organic container that it's not PET, whatever we do, as we grow our portfolio, this company will report publicly. So let's say DogeDrinks sold $2 million in the 2022. Well, this $2 million profit have to go into this token that it's called DogeDrinks. So if you're holding DogeDrinks, your price will go up, and you will be able either to sell or stake. And also our tokenomics, they're all going, reflections are going back to the token holder.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Anyone else got any questions for Mark?
Also, the team tokens are locked. We have our team tokens locked for more than a year. It's 5%. And we want to earn our tokens because we believe that by when the tokens are unlocked, we're promising people we should already be in Asia, Europe, North America, and possibly South America.
Yes.
So, sorry, I'm trying to get something right. You were talking about each different Doge coin. Like now, is all the Doge coin affiliated to a different companies, or is it only one company that is taking care of all the Doge? So they are split into different
We have nothing to do with
regions.
we have nothing to do with Dogecoins. I mean, we're speaking to some of the important figures in Doge. I was in a phone call 2 days ago with one of the big guys of Doge, and we want them to integrate into this, to embrace it. But this is a token in the Binance Smart Chain, and it's by itself. We will partner with them for what I can see. They like the project, and we told them, look, this is a token from the people for the people. We are working for it, but we want this to become a cultural movement. So they are very excited about it, and we might do a little documentary with one of these guys. He wants to come to Mexico. I mean, we're still speaking about it. I don't want to say more, but I think that it will happen.
All right, cool. Yeah, has anyone?
The
Any
reason I
investors?
was trying to ask you a question. Hello? Yeah. Can you hear me?
We miss you a little bit. Yeah, we miss you because
It's cutting out a
there's
bit
some
there,
problem
Mike.
with your audio. Yeah.
Yeah, is the network. Yeah, why I'm asking the question was because there are different Dodge coins that have been going on around emerging. So why is your own different and different from other Dodge coins? And how will he be able to gain more community or investors rather than any other coin?
That's what I just
on
said.
that Dodge?
We're partnering with a lot of communities, and we want, obviously our first target is to partner with the community of Doge. I am speaking with the guys. I spoke with the phone 2 days ago. I don't want to say more until this guy literally comes and we do a YouTube video and we're going to do a podcast. So I think people will have to wait and see it as it happens. But the way I speak with you guys, I speak with them, and I tell them, look, guys, this is a product to change the world, a little piece of the world, which is the drinks industry. And they like the message, they like the credentials and our authenticity and driven and passion. And they want to partner with us. I don't want to say more because it wouldn't be ethical until he actually comes or these guys come and we do the dynamic that they want to do, which is basically, get to know the factory and do some videos, maybe a podcast. But you will have to wait and see that. I don't want to speak that. I just want to speak of what we're actually doing and achieving at the moment.
Yeah, cool. Anyone else got any questions for Mark?
Are your token being listed in CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap yet?
All right.
It's listed in CoinGecko. It's not listed in CoinMarketCap. It's filed. We do have the holder number, and we do have the volume. So we're just waiting for it to happen. We're not paying extra. I mean, we're very careful and conservative the way we manage the business. This is a long-term business, but it will happen. We have the volume. We have the holder number. So any moment it's gonna come. But we're in CoinGecko.
He's asking when CoinGecko.
It's already in CoinGecko.
Yeah. Right. Oh, cool. And then you'll be moving to CoinMarketCap next.
Yeah, we already filed it. Filed it, and we do have the holder number, the wallet's numbers, and we do have the volume. So I'm expected to happen anytime.
Yeah, you've got like 2,686 holders. That's great. Yeah. Right. So anyone else got any questions?
And
for
nobody's
Mark?
selling after we started climbing, after we started marketing, and I doxed myself and I started talking to people and all these things. Nobody's selling. I mean, thank God all the pre-sellers sold, and the people that has bought in the last 48 hours, they're all holding. So the movement is just sideways. And that's why I'm starting to go to more people. Basically, this is the first time we're starting marketing.
Right. Anyone else got any questions for Mark? Someone's. Right. I can finish that there then. Thanks very much, Mark, for coming. Yeah, it's a very interesting project, and I'm sure a lot of our investors will be interested in investing with DogeDrinks. I'll finish the recording.